I never thought that I would be saying these words, but Call of Duty Black Ops 4 could single-handedly be the best Call of Duty game of all time. What's going on, guys? It is JSnake here, and today, guys, I am bringing you another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Black Ops 4 and the potential that it has to be the best Call of Duty game of all time. Now, guys, before we actually get in the video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with those post notifications turned on so you can be notified every single time I do upload a new video. But with that being said, guys, let's get into this video. So, I know you guys are probably kind of like, what? Are you crazy? How are you saying this? Because just a couple of months ago, I was incredibly critical of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I thought it was going to be the worst Call of Duty, as a matter of fact, not nearly even close to becoming a top 5, let alone the best. I said everything was going to fail. I said the multiplayer was hollow. I said Battle Royale was going to probably be bad because of it was underdeveloped, and so much more. And I still stand by the fact that the multiplayer is, at least in this time period, pretty hollow in my opinion. Like I said, it was just a beta, so that all could change. Who knows? Maybe they just didn't want to add some of the content that they did plan on adding to make it a more kind of new and unique experience, as opposed to just a hollowed out version of Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 combined with no exosuits. I honestly don't know, and I could still be wrong about that, but we don't necessarily know, and we won't know until October 12th. But the main thing that I was very critical about was the Battle Royale. I thought the Battle Royale was going to be awful, not only because this is something that, we've never seen Treyarch or Activision ever do, but Battle Royale is on the decline. Obviously, I don't think it's going to last into 2019, and I still don't think it's going to last into 2019. And it has just such huge competition, and it was underdeveloped. If you guys don't know, Blackout was very underdeveloped. It was only developed for 7 months, which, if you guys take that into video game development kind of time frames, I guess you can call it that, that is not a lot of time at all, especially considering the fact how big Battle Royale is and how much of a bunch of work is actually needed to be put into the actual development of Battle Royale. So I thought it was going to be a complete failure. I said time and time again, we're going to find out once the beta comes out what this is actually going to be like, because really up until the actual beta itself, we basically had no idea of what we were going to be able to expect. A few days before the actual beta, we did obviously get a trailer and some info, but even to that, we still didn't really have enough information on how the game's actually going to play. Really, after the initial reveal of Black Ops 4, Treyarch pretty much went dark until the Black Ops 4 multiplayer beta, and then after the Black Ops 4 multiplayer beta, they kind of went dark again, and they didn't really say much. So it was kind of weird, and everyone was kind of weirded out. No one really knew, because usually at this time, especially considering the fact the game is releasing a month earlier than usual, we would be getting a ton of information on what's going on, what's going to be in it, stuff like that. But we didn't, and then time obviously passed, and then the Battle Royale actually came out. And I can speak for a lot of people here, and I mean a lot of people, but I can speak for them because boy oh boy were me and a ton of other people shocked with the Battle Royale. Now, I'm not a huge Battle Royale fan. I'm not someone who kind of grinds those games. I did play a little bit of PUBG back in its alpha stages in summer of 2017. And I did play Season 3 of Fortnite, which, I actually now hate Fortnite. I'm not going to even talk about that. I don't want to make a video about Fortnite, bro. Oof. But I was not the biggest Battle Royale fan. But Blackout, see, here's the thing about Blackout, and I'm not going to go too in-depth with this on why I think it's so successful as it is. But I think, I'm just going to give a general kind of idea here. The reason Blackout is so successful is because it is a hybrid between actual Call of Duty multiplayer that we all know and love, and obviously Battle Royale. So it's kind of like two of the best worlds, combined. You're getting the two best things from each genre, and you're just merging them into one, and I think it works very well. And I'm not the only one that thinks it works very well. We are seeing tons and tons of Twitch streamers and, YouTube streamers, YouTubers, that don't play Call of Duty or haven't played it for a while, moving back or moving to Call of Duty Black Ops 4's Blackout. Some of the most notable ones are Dr. Disrespect and Shroud, and, we have Ninja obviously playing in a Blackout tournament. But Dr. Disrespect himself actually said Blackout is the best Battle Royale experience that he's ever had. It's the best current available Battle Royale game, and obviously in the past 2 years, 3 years, we've had a couple of different games, and he said out of all of those, it is the best to date. So this is obviously big, and it's not like Dr. Disrespect's getting paid, because Ninja was paid by Activision to do a live stream on Blackout, the first one. And, I didn't have an issue with that because it was made clear that it was a advertisement, which I do like because, we do have companies that don't do that. But Dr. Disrespect, he's not being paid. He's not being paid to play Blackout. He's just one of those PUBG streamers, like I said before, that is just completely fed up with PUBG and moved over. I mean, we're seeing Shroud, we're seeing Summit, we're seeing all these other people from PUBG and even Fortnite move over to Blackout just because it's so much better. I mean, there are so many streamers now that are playing Blackout as opposed to Fortnite that if you were to go on Twitch right now, Blackout would be ahead of Fortnite by a lot. Fortnite's actually sometimes not even in the top 5, which is kind of crazy to think about, considering the fact that really for the entire year, Fortnite has always been number 1 pretty much at all times. But anyways, this kind of leads me to my next point. My next point is talking about, is this going to be the best Call of Duty of all time? Now, I'm a huge fan of Modern Warfare 2 and everything. I love all the past Call of Duties, Black Ops 1, you know, World at War, everything like that. But there's a lot of people saying, so it's kind of split. There's a lot of people saying that Black Ops 4 is going to be the greatest Call of Duty of all time. And there are a lot of people saying that, you know, it's good, but it's not going to be the greatest. Quite frankly, I'm not really going to comment on this. First of all, because there are a few things that are influencing me, not in like a actual fair way. You know, obviously, we're talking about the old games here, like Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 1. I have a lot of nostalgia for the game, so I'm obviously going to kind of use that nostalgia against Black Ops 4 just because, you know, those games are so old and we haven't really seen much of them, and it's just like, you know, the nostalgic memories I have. But also, you know, I could say the same kind of for Black Ops 4, not necessarily nostalgia, but technology limitations, obviously with the Xbox 360, Modern Warfare 2 and, you know, Black Ops 1 didn't have as much, you know, kind of freedom and power as the predecessors like Black Ops 4 and everything would have. But, you know what, the thing about it is, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't have as much power. It still, you know, has more stuff in the actual game. I don't know, I don't want to comment on this because I don't want to get people angry, and I already know that's going to happen, but I would definitely say there's a chance. And after Black Ops 4's life cycle, and we're getting Modern Warfare 4, ooh, that's going to be exciting. But after Black Ops 4's life cycle, I guess we will be able to definitely make this claim a lot more clear, and we'll be able to use a lot more backing info, because we still obviously don't even have the full Blackout experience. We don't have the full multiplayer experience. We haven't even seen zombies yet. So who knows, this could obviously shoot my opinion up when we get the full experience, or it could do the exact opposite, and same with everybody else. But there are a lot of people saying that Black Ops 4 could potentially be the best Call of Duty of all time. And really, in conclusion, I could definitely see it being one of the greatest Call of Duties of all time. I mean, I've never seen in the past few years, probably past 5-6 years, I've never seen morale for a Call of Duty game this high, especially considering the fact that literally just a couple of months, maybe even a couple of weeks ago, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 was getting hated on left and right, and now it's literally the exact opposite. In fact, it is one of the most praised games of all time, at least of the past few years. But regardless, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Do tell me what you think in the comments. I would love to read it. I like to see what you guys have to say always. But regardless, guys, I hope you all have a good day, and peace.
Sometimes it feels like my life's a battle, and I think I'm losing my mind when all that surrounds me is made of shadows.